The Bearcam companion application is meant to be a companion to the explore.org Bearcams. The idea is to augment the Bearcam viewing experience by helping users identify the individual bears that are currently on the camera. If you're not familiar with the explore.org Bearcam, you can go to explore.org, and view the bear cams there. You can select from a number of different cams that they have, but in this case, we're focused on the brown bears of Katmai, Alaska, and specifically the Brooks Falls brown bears. There are a number of other cameras at explore.org, and these are all streaming live during the summer seasons and into the fall, where you can watch these bears in their natural habitat while the cameras are running each day. There's also a comment section where individuals that are watching the cam can communicate with each other and discuss what's going on in the cameras, talk about which bears are being seen, and just general discussions. And this is where the Bearcam application is meant to help. So the Bearcam companion is at app.bearid.org. And you can, when you go to this website, you will first be provided with an option to sign in or create an account. You can create an account by creating a username and password and providing an email address to validate the user account. Once you get the validation code via email, you should be able to come back to the site and log into the application. In the site, you'll find an About section. In this section, we talk a bit about the background of this project, how it starts with the BearID project, and how the involvement of myself in the AWS Community Builder program helped kick off this particular application. You'll also find some instructions on how to use the application, which is what I'll be covering in the rest of this video. So the main screen is the home screen, which is what you will see when you first log into the application. And here you'll see a list of images that have been pulled from the Bearcam application. In fact, the Bearcam application, instead of pulling from the actual Bearcam video feeds, I'm pulling images every 10 minutes from a snapshot gallery that's created by users on the Bearcam website from explore.org. Once these images are pulled in automatically every 10 minutes, they're run through Amazon Recognition, where bears are identified, where bears are detected in the images. And then a user could go in and click on an image and find the individual and identify who they believe the individual is. And in this case, you could see there was another user that had identified this individual as 89 backpack, and I agree with that. And so now we have 2 votes for 89 backpack for this particular individual. That's the main functionality of the Bearcam application for the typical users. It provides new users with an ability to come in and learn who some of the bears are on the camera. And it also provides opportunity for those that are experienced and understand and are able to recognize the bears, a way to come in and share that knowledge with other users, as well as share the knowledge with this application with the hope that we can start to identify some of these bears automatically. One additional set of functionality in this application is for an administrator's mode. So a number of individuals we have that volunteer to help with additional labeling can utilize this administrator's mode. The main functionalities that we have as administrator is, one, you're able to add new images beyond the automatically pulled 10-minute images. So here's a list of the last sets of images from the webcam, and if there's an image here that I think is particularly interesting that should be added to the application, I can click Save. And now if I go back to the home, we will see in the image list, the image that was added is now here on the application. These images are automatically sent to recognition to identify a bear, but sometimes the bears are not identified or detected properly. So in administration mode, there is also an edit button below the photos. Now we can see here this bear is detected properly, but these other two bears are both detected as birds. So we can go into this application and modify these findings to be bears rather than birds. And now when we go back to the image, we see boxes available for all of those for the users to identify. In the case where there are individuals that were not detected at all, we can actually add boxes. So for example, if there had been no detection here at all, the administrators could go in, draw a bounding box on this individual, label it as a bear, and there we go. We're not really bothering right now with other species. Some point we may look to identify the salmon that we see jumping in the river, or birds, or some other species that we do see on the camera. But for now, we're not really paying any attention to these. So this is the main functionality of the Bear ID Bear Companion application. If you are not familiar with the explore.org Bearcams, I highly recommend you give it a view. They're a lot of fun to watch. And if you are new to the cams, please come have a look at Bearcam Companion. Maybe you'll start to learn how to identify some of these bears. And if you do know how to identify some of these bears, then please participate by labeling them in the application. And if you are especially interested in helping in a little bit deeper and would like to be considered as an administrator, please feel free to reach out to me. The easiest way is direct message me on Twitter, and my Twitter handle is @BlueValhalla. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and I look forward to you and any feedback you have on the application. Thank you.